Where's the hold it? Thank you.
There you go. It's your character, Shar.
Ooh.
There she is.
I'm gonna change the voice to my normal girl voice instead of. I'm just gonna be like Mia. Please wait.
Isn't that?
What is the meaning of this?
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, judicial assistance to the defense.
Oh,
Daughter of other guy.
Mikotoba? Yeah. In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. A bolt of lightning.
I fell in love.
And in her hand, she carried a small package wrapped in a furoshiki cloth.
It's a McDonald's.
You forgot your bento.
Continue.
God freaking damn it. How long is this gonna go?
So there is a third
Like
part of
longer.
this bullshit?
How long
pretty
is
sure.
this gonna go?
Let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna
my.
finish this. I don't care how late it is or how early. In fact, it's almost 5 a.m. as you can see.
What?
Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
5 a.m. Jesus, dude.
Yes. That was also almost real time again. Huh. All right, Susato, do it. Show us your package.
Please. Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why the sudden ingress into my courtroom?
The defense attorney forgot his bento.
Judicial assistance and a woman no less.
Oh, so if it's a Japanese woman. So if it's a Japanese woman, you don't care, but if it's an English woman.
Before, but that doesn't count when they're not exotic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Char?
Sorry, I was just doing a thing.
What?
The rules state that females are not permitted to discourse the law other than to testify.
Okay.
Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time.
Yeah, that's gonna take like half an hour. It's fine.
I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense. You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded.
5 minutes. I will not allow it a moment more.
Sorry. But, Your Excellency, I am most grateful.
Who exactly are you?
George Washington. I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now.
What is it? A report about something? Written in English.
It's Jizzle Brad's research.
The English woman?
After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university, and I stole some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical faculty and borrowed this paper, and I stole some shit.
Oh yes, that's right. Miss Red was studying under the professor, wasn't she?
So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, no.
haven't been
I
able
don't
to
know,
look into
sir.
the proceedings of the trial myself.
Oh, no, of course not.
Special characteristics of curare and its effects on human subjects.
Oh, that's a
Interesting.
very potent neurotoxin.
Mm-hmm.
Curare, what is that? Never heard of that word before.
I'm sorry. The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom. There was too little time for me to read it in detail. But I've summarized what I could and I know just inside the cover. This shit fucked up, yo. Susato. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it.
This is wonderful, thank you.
Time
Yeah.
to examine the shit out of it. Goodbye then. Good luck.
She was a ghost. She was a ghost.
Fades out of
She was a ghost.
We've had him long enough, Council. We cannot detain our English guest any longer.
Just 1 minute. Okay. Poison made from the bark of certain trees in jungle South America. Yes. Hundreds of regions. Yes. Instant paralysis from type and subsequent death, even in minute minute doses. Route of entry, poison enters the body through wound.
Such as that afflicted by a blowpipe dart.
Interesting. Does she have like needles on her head to keep the shit in place?
Might.
Maybe. Due to its ability to render paralytic, it's believed that the toxic application is an anesthetic. However, solution for respiratory arrests causes results from okay, that makes sense. If you apply a neurotoxin to someone, the lungs are just not gonna work because he can't move.
I ask the prosecution and the defense now one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? I presume not, but...
The prosecution has made this case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
Really?
Renosuke, we're out of options here. This really is our very last chance.
Yes, I know. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence.
That look. You look desperate as fuck. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior.
Ooh.
Basically, you're desperate as fuck. Well, Miss Brett?
You impressed the judge.
Yes, Your Excellency?
Are you okay for more of this bullshit?
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer.
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to politely...
Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems it wasn't clear. I realize it was phrased as a question. However,
Put your ass down, bitch.
I must ask you to treat that as an order.
Oh yes, please order me, Daddy. I've said it many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense.
To be fair, it is quite different.
That's very true, yeah.
Yeah, it's very context
But I
sensitive.
mean the nuance of like phrasing something as a question when you actually mean it as an order. I think that's pretty universal, but I'm not sure in this case.
Yeah, depends.
Yeah.
Anyways, so council.
Well,
My badge.
the only new thing. Look at this badge. No.
No, please no.
It's the only new thing we have. So.
Student.
Hey, Miss Giselle Brett. We understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at Yuma University, doing research. Research by sheer coincidence, perhaps, into a deadly poison?
Poison.
Poison?
Where are you going with this, council?
A toxin known as kurare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Yeti. What complete another nonsense? Kurare, you say?
The fuck is that?
Never even heard of it. Therefore, it doesn't exist.
And that's why I didn't show up in the tests.
Therefore, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have done.
What do you mean? Because you're stupid. Oh.
It means that you wouldn't have heard of kurare before, for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country.
It doesn't exist? Correct. Which means, no matter what tests the police can do for toxins, they'd never identify kurare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
What?
You see, she has these little, like, the feathers, the plumes on there? They might be, like, attached with needles.
Yeah.
Order! 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 Council, does this deadly poison truly exist?
No.
I just
According
made
to
it
this
up.
report offered by the visiting research student from England, karate has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows?
The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with karate suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
That's probably why the inspector isn't dying, because he ingested it instead of being applied directly to the bloodstream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is still weird. Like, I still wonder if that's why he's coughing.
Oh,
Was it not a
trumpery!
bullet?
His aspersion are utterly trumpery!
The trumpery.
Was the bullet laced?
Honestly, at this point, I have no idea where this is going.
I'm super confused.
If the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and writhing in pain, and the other diners would have certainly noticed.
Not if he's
But he
paralyzed, he
wasn't
wouldn't.
anesthetic.
Not if
He
he's
was
paralyzed.
anesthetic.
Nope.
That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector?
Oh yeah, there is the thing. What it does?
Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain.
You just read the thing.
According to this, however, it's the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean the other way around? It was the
Very fact-
mister
The very
who killed
fact
the
that the
plant.
victim didn't show any visible signs of distress
Is proof that he was, yeah.
is evidence that karate was used.
Mm-hmm.
Because it does that,
Yes.
dumbasses.
Well, they
Explain
didn't read the
yourself,
thing.
Council. Read it to me like I'm 5.
The moment this toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Was the plate laced with this shit?
And when
the
he
burn
burned,
mark is the wounds?
no, he
We
would have.
still don't know what the weapon.
I mean,
what
we
the
already
crime
established that
weapon
he was dead when the burn was applied. So I.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hard to say now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We
If they
just
were-
don't know what the weapon of the crime was.
Yeah, exactly. I
still.
mean, I can
There-
see it be like one of the.
there are
like the-
there are a few things we don't know. The crime weapon. Why was he on her seat?
yeah.
What
if
was
there
the
a
loud
wound
bang?
inflicted.
Like this, like okay,
What
the
was the loud bang?
yeah, that could still be like a shot to mask it up, right? To mask up the poisoning.
Probably. Should just be a loud sound.
And you could be right.
Obviously.
You could be right with the glass. That it was actually his glass. But
If a man lost all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed. He could just slump.
I don't follow, Cosmo. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. Yeah, because you can't breathe when you're paralyzed.
The full explanation is extremely unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe, it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail.
So you're actually suffocating in your own body. Respiration.
In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. He drowned!
Yeah, on dry land. On dry land, he drowned. God damn it! How do we do this?
I don't know. Because we throw shit at the wall and eventually something
Yeah, exactly.
sticks.
Something just sticks.
And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move.
Yeah, that's heckin'
But I like
scary
how
though.
It's always been the joke ones though. Like
Yeah.
when we do the joke ones, that happens to be the thing,
Yeah, we're probably like totally wrong with everything else we said.
right?
That's hideous.
Quick, come up with joke explanations.
She used her
The observer.
heel, like the heel of of her shoe.
You know,
Stabbed his foot.
It's impossible though. Like, that's why. Oh God, what if that's actually the thing? To the observer, it would almost look like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell.
Yeah, like you're suffocating and you can't move. And
That is the true nature of this stiffly curare poison. Well, after a while, it would just be sort of like you pass away, like pass out. So it's not the worst
Does
thing
she have-
ever. I have
Does
passed
she
out.
have
from
like a
that.
pendant on her back?
Maybe.
oh, I didn't see that.
And you're suggesting that this bottle, Council, actually contains this terrifying poison?
Maybe.
Nigiri. This sounds very convenient, isn't it?
Who wants to try it?
You wanna-
Hitherto no poison for which there is no means of testing. What a happy tale for the defense.
If I may.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this facts, you think
Yeah.
you're so clever, but you must be.
It is you who must be taught.
Yes, teach your small brains. Do it.
Did she stab him with the thing of her
The
mask?
mask, the
Mm.
mask thingy. Why? Such stupid explanations, but it's possible now that we know that this shit can happen.
So, this is how your Japanese behave, is it?
What?
You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them? I'm appalled. What a loathsome act.
Oh, so
That's
you admit
irrelevant.
that it's actually true? That thing exists?
But that's relevant though.
Yeah, and now you just said that it exists. Yeah.
Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual.
Whatever do you mean?
Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime. That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Nigiri. Enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept it. Well, you're refusing them means shit.
Oh my god, he's doing the Shar thing that Shar mentioned.
The idea of some poison that exists in the greater part of Japan is breaking the rules. I don't know, therefore it doesn't exist.
Oh,
Exactly.
god damn it. What's so funny?
The prosecutor is an idiot.
Oh, excuse me. Your Excellency.
Yes, my
Yes,
lady.
Miss Brett.
What?
Oh, is she actually gonna take a sip now?
May I borrow from that bottle?
Well, yes, I don't see, why
Yeah, she's
not?
just gonna drink.
She actually is gonna take a sip of it now.
Yep, it's the glass.
Mm-hmm.
It's a completely different glass, obviously.
Oh, it's the rest of it.
Man, that was still quite a bit.
Well, I guess it's empty now.
Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What?
To an Englishman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy.
Can I just have a look at the purse? See if there is something that could see as it could be detachable. No.
No, I think it's just straight up the glass.
I mean, it said it's not deadly when you
It's just
ingest it.
for the thing that made the piercing injury.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
The thing that I'm
Yeah,
hung
yeah.
up on.
We're not even sure if it's a piercing injury because she's about to ingest this, right?
Yeah, no, but it should be. She should be fine.
It's time for the games to end.
I mean, she's confident
Exactly.
enough to do
if
this,
it's
so
ingested,
yeah.
if it's ingested, nothing happens.
Cheers.
Wait,
Man.
what are you doing? Proving a point, I guess.
Yeah.
No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair.
Yeah, what if you just started like writhing on the floor?
Oh, somebody's gonna die.
Hmm. The silence is deafening.
Goodness, whatever is the matter? You all look quite stunned.
Never seen a woman drink water before?
Everyone else got paralyzed.
No curare. The bottle was clean, is what you're saying.
You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth.
Oh,
Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind.
all right. Now let's get to the point where you have to, like, you know,
Point at their glass.
put the poison into the body, like through some means, and like explore that possibility. So we rule out ingesting. So how was the
Thank
poison
you,
applied
William.
then?
Now then, Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett?
I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries.
Yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with all the assistance you have given.
This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how did she... How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale? I don't understand it.
Well,
He's the cure.
Well, if I've nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade, or charade, would make for interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London.
there has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. Come on, Yonosuke. We have all the clues now. That bottle of water. And take. No! Shit! I clicked too fast! Damn it! I didn't know it was like. Ugh. God damn it.
Oh,
Well, it's fine. Oops, sorry.
serious? Well, you did some fucked up
Oh,
shit.
no, it might actually be fine.
I don't know, actually.
I mean,
actually.
we just saw.
It could be fine.
Well, it
because
could, yeah,
be
it could
a
still be in there.
non-ingested version.
Yeah, it could still be in
But it's
there.
not
That actually is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Continue. Just continue.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, he had the teeth removed. He had a wound open.
Oh my god, that is a very good point.
Sure. Oh,
That
that's a
is
good one.
brilliant.
That is true. Mm-hmm. On her part too.
God damn it.
That's right. Which rather
It just
complicated
clicked.
party-
Ooh.
That is amazing. Right,
Boy.
the mouth.
Okay, yeah, sure.
How exactly?
We get this. We can explain it. It's okay. I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. Show the answers in the evidence we have. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's probably about the tooth. It's very likely about the tooth. Oh
Very well.
man,
If the defense truly intends to
Oh,
assert this
dude.
claim,
dude.
Sorry, I think you figured it out.
then I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence.
All right.
The tooth. I mean, as soon as you said that, man, that was like the most obvious thing.
Yeah, there we go.
Where
Yeah.
the witness
Yeah,
was able to
like-
consume the supposed poison water unscathed.
Yeah, like at this point, I would have done a really big thing and probably figured it out right here. But thank
But-
you, Shar. Thank you so much.
But I think. But do you want to present that, or do you want to present the evidence of the research to demonstrate that?
How was I able to consume?
I don't
the-
know which one is the better
Oh,
option.
Oh, how the witness,
Specifically
how
for
the
the
witness, yeah, no,
witness-
how the
for the
witness was.
witness,
So
yeah.
it's probably the research then.
Yes.
Do you,
Um,
can you present? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, how,
you cannot
route of
present the
entry. Wait,
When poison enters the bloodstream due to inability to render. Blah, 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 blah. It's,
wait,
it's the second page.
It's the second page, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Inflicted by a blowpipe dart
Well,
through a wound.
Yeah,
There it is.
through a
Yeah,
wound,
and
through a
because
wound, and
at
that's the
the
thing.
thing of the-
Exactly, through a wound. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that explains.
Right there.
So it's this thing.
That explains how the witness did not.
Exactly. Or is it?
The music.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So it's probably.
Crap, I
So
guess
it
it wasn't
probably
the
is the thing that. No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, she. Oh.
Don't speak English.
Right. Sorry.
haven't
I
even thought of
forgot.
that.
You all are small brains. I'm not trying to ridicule anyone. Honest. I'm just reading Susato Sen's note.
I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court.
Point out the page.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You will direct us to the pertinent
okay.
section, Counsel.
Right,
Okay,
there we go.
page 2.
Okay.
Right,
It's page 2, yeah.
Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle?
Wait,
characteristic.
was it special character? I'm gonna check again.
I'm pretty sure it's...
A synopsis.
Synopsis,
No.
special
Special characteristics.
characteristics,
Okay, effects, and then
characteristics.
yeah.
and practical applications.
It's
Wait,
special
wait, wait.
characteristics. It's special characteristics. We know
Yeah.
it's the second page. Special characteristics.
Through a wound.
There we go. We've been hearing a lot about this curare poison,
And the music disappeared, fades out.
and it's left me curious about something.
Oh, Counsel?
Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years to lace the heads of the arrows they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting.
So we've been led to believe, yes.
And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat.
Get to the point,
Ah, that is a good point. That is a good point.
Yeah, to eat. I get it. But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat?
Yes, good point.
Hmm. So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison.
Good gracious, Counsel. No, that would be madness.
But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound.
Through a wound, you say? I see. That makes sense.
Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When curare enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever.
What?
Miss Brett, you authored this research. You knew curare's special characteristics, and you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself.
You meddling little cunt.
Rapscallion. I like that.
Your masks changed.
Oh my god.
Well, Renosuke, it turns out
I think we got her.
you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be.
Really? Me? A lawyer? He's objecting. He's objecting to that. Same.
This poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
But I fail to see
Shut
how.
up.
Fuck off!
Oh god.
So, the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with, some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly.
What are you trying to say?
Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw.
Schoolboyish?
Flaw?
Little?
As even your brain has managed to deduce,
Your?
curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric
How do you pronounce that?
I have no
Succus?
idea.
I've never seen that word before.
Succus, I don't know. Gastric suckers? What are they? Yes.
Succus.
Yes.
I guess I was thinking of it right.
Yeah.
So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk,
Why did the guy die?
the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
Yeah, but the tooth, as Shar rightfully pointed out.
As Shar mentioned, yep.
God, yeah,
you
okay,
got
so,
it.
yeah, this would be the point where we would be like, huh, wait a minute.
That's right.
Good gracious.
Thank God that Sebastian accidentally clicked that there was poison in the bottle.
Yeah,
Right.
That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand. No?
it was a Bob Ross moment, a happy little accident.
Order! Order in court! Order! Logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be afflicted the same way.
All right, now I wave the medical thing in front of his face, or her face.
Are you trying to suggest?
Yes, this curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just poison.
It's completely irrelevant. That's why it wasn't a bottle in the first place.
It's just potential poison from the poison expert. That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that.
Man, her mask is really big.
Yeah, that looks kind of cool though. I gotta admit that pose.
I know.
Ooh. What is this welling up inside me?
Anger.
Asogi, not right now. Sorry.
I've never felt like this before. It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like.
It's called anger.
And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey.
He's angry.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Objection.
He did it! Oh, big boy! Ooh.
Oh, the big mask.
I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett.
Big mask.
How dare you use that tone with me?
I like
think it's
that.
just closer to the
I
camera,
like
but it
that
might be bigger.
perspective. Yeah, it's perspective.
It's just like that. It's
But
a massive mask.
It looks great. You know very well that there is no.
You know very well that there's
You
no
know
fate
that.
of war.
Okay, time to put on my big boy pants.
I'm just imagining he's doing like this big objection. You know very well.
You know very well that there's no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both of you and the victim swallowed the same poison.
Baby's first objection.
You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead.
Ow.
Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence.
Okay.
As we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the kurare?
Now you bring up the medical records.
It's my badge.
No, don't you dare.
Look,
Oh,
That was a number.
it has a number on it.
901. Oh.
All right, this thing. Fuck you.
Yeah.
As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two dinos.
A fatal difference?
Quite literally fatal, yeah.
I love that.
The
big
toxic
mask.
effects of Kurare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But, what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poison water?
Inside?
Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example.
Oh!
That was us 10 minutes ago.
Right?
Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. I love Big Mask.
I love big mask.
So that's it. He used that knowledge to orchestrate this. How'd you know? Oh, probably because she was about to say, "Oh, I'm going to the dentist now. Probably gonna get a tooth removed."
Well, they said they ate lunch together a lot, so he was probably saying, "Oh yeah, I
probably
can't make it.
mentioned
I have a dentist appointment." Oh, she's about to break down.
That's the breakdown.
She's about to break down. Is she
I can't scream too loud.
laughing? Uh-oh.
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist.
Shut up.
Rapscallion. This childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are also puerile.
That just means childish. You
Yeah,
just
pretty
said the childish things are childish.
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you mean?
He's gonna get hung up on the bullet wound.
Yes,
I think, no.
Mm,
You'll find soon enough.
What?
Oh.
What?
Uh,
You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it.
No. Oh well, how do we test it now?
She's gonna drop
I
the
mean-
bottle.
It could just slip.
Oh, don't you dare. Bitch.
Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
There is some on the glass.
No. No!
Is she gonna cut herself with the glass to demonstrate that it wasn't the bottle?
Officer, what are you waiting for?
Apprehend that woman right now.
Collect up as much of the water from that broken bottle as possible, at once.
Oh.
You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire.
And that thing sucks.
I assure
Oh.
you, it will soak up the water beautifully.
Well, I guess you could call it that. You could say it like that.
You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it.
You just ring it out. Oh, could you? You won't get away with this.
You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle. Or not.
You.
Let us not forget. We still have some very compelling evidence left intact.
Remember that there's the glass still left on the table from the crime scene, so it may still be there.
Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution?
I was jerking off. What? Oh, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady?
Yeah, we still haven't found. We still haven't found the second gun.
Out what happened there?
We still
Yeah,
haven't found the
I don't
second
know.
gun. We still need to find out where the second gun is.
That's her.
That's right. And really, looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course, the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
Yeah.
No, you killed the victim that day, using kurare. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor. Before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun.
Okay, so now we need to understand what the hidden gun is.
Mm-hmm.
Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. And he's also in the wrong seat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime.
Well,
why is he in that seat?
I
Why
guess
is he
I
in
guess
the
I guess it
evidence?
could have been his seat, and he just turn around. They just turn around the chair and just like put the
Could.
stake in front of him.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that would be
Put the
easier instead of like carrying the
Mhm.
whole guy.
Yep.
What a wonderful imagination you have, young man.
She probably just started changing shit as he was.
Mm,
Dying.
yeah, the thing is like,
Say, that I shot the professor's dead body, did I?
And that would
Ryunosuke
explain his collapse onto the thing to get the burn mark.
uh-huh.
She
Well,
probably
I'm
moved the
terribly
thing as he
sorry,
was
but-
dying, so.
Yep.
Mhm.
You don't have a shred of evidence.
And he probably just put his hand there
Yep.
last minute.
Wow, you still are on her side. And as you had nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution stance remains unchanged.
God damn it.
For some reason, the victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest.
Dr. John Wilson.
Well,
Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
This is unbelievable. How can this be happening?
on the
Yeah.
first trial, too.
But now is she really gonna get away with it? Just because of one fucking bottle? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene.
Is it my internet?
Oh no.
It's
Hello?
my
Oh,
internet.
it is your.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You suck.
Wasn't she?
Ryunosuke.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't she still be arrested by like obstruction of justice or something?
I mean, it depends on how the laws work. You've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it.
Her relations would probably get her out of it at this point.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
What do you mean?
We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head.
Zombie, zombie, zombie.
You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend
Do
on.
you want to have a look at the court record? Because we don't fucking know.
If it's in his head, it's not on the record. But I did manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. Well,
So think back again now. Try to remember
So
every
now
aspect
you're gonna
of the
learn
event.
one more piece
Yeah.
of backstory.
memory thing.
Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell.
What I saw, what I felt.
Also, the coin that
Every
disappeared.
color.
Every
Yeah.
color.
Oh,
Color.
there was already blood there.
Is Kazuma right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of the same scene in my head. Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? There was
You don't need to ASMR.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a thinking, right? It's just, give it a little bit more atmosphere.
It's very confusing.
I think it might have something. I think it might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue.
You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Runosuke? Come on, then. Let's wipe the smoke smile off that whatever.
With new.
Oh, that whatever.
I hit that a little bit
That's
too fast. I'm
probably
sorry.
the better out of anything.
It's been niggling me for a little.
Niggling?
Niggling, yeah.
Niggling.
For a while, and something feels amiss in my memories of that day. Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about this. It's here somewhere. The clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been is.
The fork.
It's the flowers.
Oh, you're right.
I'm gonna say it's the sauce here.
Sure.
Could I? Okay. Inspector Osanaga, answer me this.
Riddle me this.
Yes?
Oh,
What is it?
it was still indisposed.
He's still miles away, probably thinking about the bottle being smashed. As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely.
Have you kept the plate of with the beef?
Probably. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that night?
Nigiri! Wait a minute! Where are you going? I do like this, that the interruptions are not premeditated.
The poor wimpy prosecutor always gets put down by a witness at some point. It's funny. I like it. It's just a memory that's been troubling me.
What memory?
I peed in my bed when I was 9 and
I saw the scene shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood.
what?
Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor.
There was no exit wound.
Mm-hmm. No, that can't be the case. Take a look at the photograph and the relative positions of everything.
photograph!
Look at the
Yeah.
graph.
Look at this graph. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. It would have hit the chair anyway if there would have been an exit wound.
Yeah.
If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there is no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him.
Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle, Brett.
I beg your pardon?
Yeti.
Yeti.
This is beyond ridiculous. Fabricated nonsense. Puppy penis. It's the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered, see?
I mean, witness testimony
If he has
is
the
the
plate.
same shit, right? So.
Oh,
Oh, okay. This.
Oh. I knew it. I knew it was price for her.
This could be the moment
animation.
that my entire
Yep.
career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector, you mean
I
Yes.
have a beef plate.
I took the plate in the interest of
My
preserving
entire
evidence
career up to
from the
this
scene of the
moment.
crime? I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it.
You did what?
So you have
I mean, by the looks of it, he's gonna die
eat
anyway,
and
so why
steak.
should he care? I took the steak that you've been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. And I did it all in the name of justice. Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now.
Inspector. The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately.
Okay, I'll go to my house and grab it.